Hello, I am John Smith, Junior the Third, and I'm invited in Greg's Whisky Guide channel to speak about our latest whiskey. Has it started? Yeah. It's a small channel, I'm just warming up for the campaign, the new launch marketing campaign. I'm head of marketing of the Best Whiskey in the World company. Here at the Best Whiskey in the World company, we're succeeding to provide you the best cask, the best whiskies you can ever think of. And today I'm very proud to present you our new whiskey, which is, yes, undisclosed, but from the rarest casks available in Scotland at the moment. This one, as you can see, is aged in oak. You have every information you want here. I hope the camera of this guy works well. So this is a very complex, very old whiskey. This one has multiple fill, ex-bourbon, 4 cask different types. There's STR Ox, which is shaved. Sorry, I'm just, I'm not the maker. Shaved, toasted, recharred, and exploded cask. Okay. It has also ex-red wine cask, Chateau Pontet Canet Pauillac 2005. One of the best wines of France. And also because the wife of the founder is from South America, there's also some ex-tequila and ex-mezcal casks, and it makes it even more special. This one comes from a unique cask. Once they've vatted all those casks, they finally arrived to the most efficient recipe. And believe me, those casks have been sleeping in those traditional warehouses for years and years and years. Actually only 39 months old. Okay, those are 4 years old. And it's really they have been selected one by hand before being picked by our founder John Smith, Junior the Third, whose grandfather, but we're not allowed to say it, was founded in 1869, a famous distillery beginning by a C, but he also worked in a distillery beginning by a G and a M, and so forth. So the master of creation of our new whiskey, which has a fun name, but it's because it doesn't really matter which distillery it does come from, as long as the quality is here. What kind of whiskey it is, I have it in the glass here. You will see it in a moment. And yes, I found this coin here at Greg's house. It says it's from a good channel, and it says new dram drinker. And I found it appropriate for this because, okay, this is good for an experienced drinker, but also for a new dram drinker, whiskey novice, whatever. So yeah, this pure aquavite is really here, and it's really something exceptional. It's a prime whiskey, ultra premium, rare reserve. There's only 123 bottles available worldwide, it's one you have to try in your whiskey quest. Unbelievable, mandatorily. Well, that said, we're gonna go soon into the tasting. This is the bottle. Like I said, this is the tube. This is not definitive because it's just a draught. But you can see all the informations you need are there. You see, we experimented a new filtering process, so to make it more characterful. Just say, yeah, it's a whiskey from Scotland. Also, we have here the finishing cask, which is Madeira, and cask number. You have also some interesting information here that you will find in the description of the video, and this is a true meaning of the video, by the way, to talk about these topics. But to go back to the whiskey, which is, as you can see, absolutely natural color, and here some of you scream, it is said naturally concentrated color, but caramel is natural, it's in life. So if we concentrate it, it permits us to adjust the color. It never affects the taste. And the hot chili filtering is something special to add a bit more grit to the whiskey. But our panel of tasters, it's how we work. We select, like we have 123 bottles. We selected 123 potential customers, and we ask them how do they find a whiskey, and then we adjust the whiskey to make it more palatable for most of you guys. We don't want this to be a drum divided. Some people who liked and others who don't like it. So, yeah, and believe me or not, this is the real deal. And the price, I forgot to write it down. It's only, because the casks are very rare, 199.99 pounds. So when you think how rare this cask is, the barley has been selected as well, one by one, and everything, you know, the fermentation, the washing, I don't remember the name, the mashing, whatever. You know, those guys, I met those guys that work very well, and they know that better than me, but obviously. The final product, I'm going to talk about the final product, is there, and what better thing to taste it before you. So, as they say there in Scotland, Slantava. Yeah, it's a bit different than what they say usually. This is wonderful. This is everything you can find in the world. You know, this everything for orchard fruit. You know, they have peaches. You have apricots. You have oranges. You have lemons, citrons. You have apples, red apples, yellow apples, golden apples, dark apples, violet apple, everything. Then you have carrots, splendid carrots, pineapple. Even a tiny touch of pineapple in pizza, which is very specific, very rare note. You have also a beautiful note that showcases the aging of old library books, but be careful, not library from the 20th century, 19th century, but from the 17th century. It is very different. Oh, these flowers, the hundreds of flowers. By the way, John Smith Jr., the third, our founder, once tried this, and normally I let it breathe for 39 minutes, as it 39 months old. Normally we should take 39 minutes to nose it and 39 to try it, but you know, we don't have such time. It's a wheat channel. Next time I go to a big one, they have more. No. Yeah, Greg, yeah, I'm explaining how good this is and how beautiful is your location for our tasting today. Okay. Yeah, so this is a little bit of everything, sultanas. You have to mention sultanas, or you're not a good whiskey writer, or, people from brand ambassador and everything. You have to know the key words, sultanas. Even if 90% of people do not try sultanas, but Corinth or other places of Greece, raisins, soak raisins and stuff, and dried raisins, they say sultanas because, makes things special. And also we have, this is so beautiful. So you don't have to recognize the aromas. If you don't recognize and you only, you have the vanilla and the apples, it's okay. It's just because you have to be trained a bit more. Not everyone knows whiskies like, not me, but maybe Greg or, some other people that are more famous. Okay, let's go to the palate. Cheers, everyone. Jesus. This is as beautiful as the nose. Lots of oak, lots of nuances in oak, but did I mention it's aged in oak? This is very important. The old workshop of your father, it has tiny modern oak as well, IKEA, some kind of Swedish touch, but at the same time there's some nice acidic notes from the tequila and the mezcal. It's slightly smoky. The mezcal brings so much beautiful smoky notes, so we didn't have to pick any whiskeys from Islay to get in there. It's only Stayside whiskey from Scotland. So this is the real deal. This is the real McCoy. This is the best whiskey in the world. We bought all the best whiskey in the world. There's a reason for that. It's because it's true. So this is again a symphony of flowers and of fruits. This is the Mount Olympus of whiskey. This never been done before, to mix such different casks and select one by one, every the cask tasted. How many did it taste? 524 casks before getting into those 4, and finally those 1 with the oldest, rarest Madeira wine cask. Okay, I'm gonna put some. Greg said I have to try with water. By the way, you can enjoy this with ice, with Coke. It's okay to mix it in cocktails. It's okay to have your soda in it, and once you bought it, it's yours. So if you want to put some Coke in it, some some ginger, and put a few ice and ginger, it's a beautiful tonic. Why not? Everybody's free. It's a bit more rounded. There's a feeling of you're getting closer to the source, where the well where the water for this whiskey was used and taken from. And I've been there, and when you look at the water from close, you can ever even see your the single spot you have in your face. It's so clear, so crystal clear. You can really, it's the purest water from the world. So the purest water from the world, and the best malted barley and the best casks makes automatically the best whiskey in the world. I can feel the terroir, and all these different influences from the casks, and makes me emotional. Okay. So if you want to know more about the whiskey, there will be information in the description. Greg told me to give you information there, so I wrote something for him. What did he do for me? I don't remember. You will see that. But please don't look at the description before you finish the video. He said there's a reason for that. I don't know. Merci beaucoup, as you say in France. Now I'm gonna be going back to Scotland, and will be maybe another day. No, we'll see. Here. So au revoir, friends, and see you soon. Here? Okay, I click here.